My preference will always be veggie lasagna over a meat lasagna any day. I find like a meat lasagna and even a real good meat lasagna could tend to be a little bit one note or one dimensional at times. But a veggie lasagna, like the one we're making today that using an assortment of vegetables, I find like you get more textures, more flavors, it's more multi-dimensional, multi-tiered when it comes to the flavors. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna make a really nice veggie lasagna. So for my veggie lasagna today, I'm using mushrooms, zucchini, eggplant, I have some carrots in there as well, and of course some tomatoes to make our tomato sauce. But today we're going off the beaten path and I'm using some dasheen bush in our veggie lasagna. And you might be thinking, what kind of craziness this man doing? Trust me, trust the process. This gonna be real good. This gonna come in real good. And I know a lot of recipes call for ricotta cheese in lasagna, but today I'm switching that out and we're using some goat cheese. So let me do this. I'm gonna start off by peeling and cutting the eggplant into like 1/2 inch cubes. Of course, if you wanted to leave the skins on, you could do so. This is optional. Almost to the size like if you're making fried rice, that is the size we're looking for with the carrots. And this recipe calls for a lot of garlic, so I'll be mincing about 12 cloves. To prep the dasheen bush, I'm just removing the leaves from the stems. And if you wanted to, you could use the leaves and the stems in this recipe. But today I'll just be using the leaves and I'll leave the stems to make another dish. Now I just wanna layer the leaves. I wanna just roll them into a tight bundle like this. And now we're just gonna cut them into thin strips. And I think every time that I do this, I'll always mention that I learned this technique from Chef Khalid Mohammed. And this is a great way to ensure that the leaves cook quickly. Alright, that's it there, our dasheen bush prepped. So I'm also using a whole heap of mushrooms in this dish, and this is going to add some great umami flavor as well as some meaty texture to the dish. So let's give it a rough chop. And you don't have to worry about being too uniformed with the cuts on the mushrooms because that difference in size and shape is going to add a nice textural difference to the dish. But of course, if you wanted to keep it uniform, that's fine as well. Okay, so we have all our veggies prepped, so let's start cooking them off. Gonna go in with a little bit of olive oil in this pan. Add in some onions, our carrots. So you want this to cook off for about 4 to 5 minutes or until the onions and the carrots begin to soften. Season it with a bit of salt. So now that the onions are translucent and the carrots have begun to soften, I'm going to add my other ingredients. So going in with the eggplant and the zucchini one time. Also adding some minced garlic. I'll toss. Now we're going to try to fit our mushrooms into this pot as well. Season with some salt. Add in a little bit of chili flakes for some heat, not too much. I'm going to cover this and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes on high heat. Alright, so about 5 minutes later, and I think we're looking good here. Now remember, we don't need to cook this fully through because we still have to put the lasagna in the oven. Alright, so to cook our dasheen bush, I'm going in with a little bit of olive oil, adding some garlic. Now I want to add my dasheen bush. Now I'm going to keep your flame on low heat and keep stirring this. Going in with a pinch of salt. Now we're adding 1.5 cups of coconut milk. So what I'm making here is my version of a cream spinach, and this will take the place of regular spinach that you would find in many vegetarian lasagna recipes. And we're going to mix this with our goat cheese, again as a substitute for ricotta. So yeah, I guess we trinifying it, as you could see. So I also want to go in with some freshly grated nutmeg. That's going to add a nice warmth to this creamed dasheen bush. Nutmeg is a real kind of comforting spice, but of course not too much because it can be overpowering. So you're going with about 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to cook this until the coconut milk starts to reduce or until it starts to dry down. Alright, so our mixture started to dry down, so we're good to go here. I'm going to turn off the heat. I don't want it to get drier than this. Now I'm going to add the goat cheese to the mixture. And that's going to make a beautiful layer for our lasagna. Beautiful. Okay, time to get our sauce going. Going in with a little bit of oil to the pot. Gonna add my onions. Also going to add some whole fennel seeds to the pot, and it's going to toast with the onions in that oil. And that licorice flavor combined from the sweetness from the onions that we're sauteing right now is going to mellow out some of the tartness and the acidity of the tomatoes. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some garlic. Give it a stir. Add in some crushed whole tomatoes. Seasoning with a little pinch of salt, not much. And I'm just going to add some fresh basil in there as well. Give that a little stir. Alright, so this has been going for a while, so I'm going to turn it off. So now I just want to go in with my immersion blender, and we're going to blend this. I'm not going to go too smooth with it. I'm going to leave it a little chunky. Alright, that's it there. Our sauce done. So now it's time to move on to the next step, boiling our lasagna sheets. So today's video is sponsored by Roma Pasta. So when you're grabbing the ingredients to make this veggie lasagna, be sure to grab up your Roma lasagna sheets to make it. So they have the oven ready lasagna sheets as well as the one that requires boiling. And while this one is very convenient because you can just throw it into your baking dish, layer it, throw it into the oven, and boom, you're done. I will be using the one that requires boiling because this would allow me to boil it and then cut it so I could get full coverage on my baking dish. So let's go. Alright, so rule of thumb when you're boiling any pasta, you want to bring your water to a rolling boil, season with a bit of salt. It says right here on the directions to boil for 4 minutes, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Definitely don't want to overcook our pasta, so we're going to follow the instructions to a T. I'm just using my tongs here to loosen them up, making sure that they're not sticking up in the pot. 4 minutes later and we are done. So now I want to strain this out because if you leave this in the hot water, the pasta will continue to cook. So you need to drain it out, and then let's start layering our lasagna. It's time to start layering our lasagna. So I'm going in with a layer of sauce to the bottom here. Just a thin layer. Now going in with my lasagna sheets. And that's the beauty of using the boiled one, because now I could cut it to fit the exact shape of my baking dish. I don't have to worry about the shell breaking up or anything like that. Just gonna cut this right here. Layer this one across. Right, now going in with a layer of our veggies. Add in another layer of our pasta. Now add in a layer of our creamed callaloo bush with goat cheese. Spread a nice thin layer. Add in a layer of our veggies again. Add a layer of our sauce or marinara. Another layer of our pasta. Layer in again with our creamed dasheen bush. Add in our final layer of veggies. Our final layer of sauce. Now I just want to go in with a layer of mozzarella cheese on top. So we're done with our layering. So now it's time to place some foil on top of him like this. Okay, so now we're going to place this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Then we're going to remove the foil and bake it for an additional 10 minutes. And then we're good to go. Alright, so we're out of the oven and we're looking and smelling real good. Now it's for the hardest part of this process, and that is waiting for it to cool before we dig in and try this thing. Ooh. Now for the moment of truth, the moment I've been waiting on. Can't wait to dig into this thing. Yo. Yeah, man. Almost needed to go and cut another piece to do this outro, yes? The thing's so delicious. Listen, it have a reason why we take our time and build each component and just lay it with flavor, because, yeah, we have multiple layers of flavor, multiple dimensions of flavor. We have different textures coming through. And getting the nutmeg, again the nutmeg from our creamed callaloo bush. I getting that hint of sweetness from the whole fennel seeds in the marinara sauce. Then the mushrooms giving that nice deep umami flavor. Slight spice from the chili flakes that we use in there. This is a real flavor explosion. It don't matter if you're a meat mouth or a vegetarian. If you like lasagna, you will love this recipe. Special thanks to Roma Pasta for sponsoring this video, and this is definitely a recipe you'd want to try. No matter if you're a meat mouth or a vegetarian, I think you will enjoy this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and give it a share. I will post a link to the full recipe in the video description. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to do so. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Mm-hmm.